So let's go back 1 second. Yeah, they hire for skills and attitude, then train for the business. See, you don't know the business yet, maybe, but they'll train you on the business. What, how many warehouses they have, how many products they have. But they'll what is see in you is look for you in skills and attitude. So that was that from my side. And skill set duality. Yeah, there's the two main areas. And the catalyst, Jennifer, comment on that, please.
Yes, thank you. And I think this is a perfect transition right here. I love the name of this slide. Earlier we talked about investing in yourself and developing premium skills that employers are looking for. And really, one of the best ways to demonstrate that investment is through professional certification. And certifications don't replace experience, but they do help accelerate it. So let's talk about what employers see, right? As a hiring manager myself, when I reviewed resumes or interviewed candidates, a certification didn't automatically mean someone was the best candidate, but it immediately told me something very important about them. It told me that they were willing to invest in their own professional growth. So employers really want people who continue learning, not because they have to, but because they're curious, right? This structured knowledge, certifications help organize your learning around specific industry best practices, rather than trying to learn everything on your own. So most good certification programs emphasize practical application and not just theory. Right? We want to be able to use the tools that we're learning about and understand how to apply them. And finally, certifications really help communicate your own commitment before you've even walked into an interview, right? You get to tell a little bit about yourself before you even get there. And, one thing I appreciate about professional certifications is that they allow you to focus on the skills that matter most to you and to your career. So, maybe that's supply chain, maybe it's a part of supply chain and procurement, or maybe it's project management, Lean Six Sigma. You can build expertise really just one step at a time. It doesn't have to be all at once. So really here, I think the goal isn't to, advise everyone here to go out and collect a lot of certificates. The goal is to continue becoming more valuable. And that naturally leads us to our next question, right? How do you build a successful career over time? I think we can move on to the next slide.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, as we've talked about today, building a successful career isn't really just about one big decision to make. It's about a series of very intentional steps over time. So this roadmap here, I think, illustrates that journey for us, right? We've got a series of steps. The first step is really just building a strong foundation. Learn the fundamentals of supply chain and understand how the business operates, or many businesses operate, right? And then next, you want to learn the practical tools. Become comfortable working with the data, with the technology and the systems that employers are using every day. And once you've built those solid foundations, you can begin earning recognized credentials and most importantly, applying what you've learned through practical experience. And only then does leadership naturally begin to develop. Mm-hmm. Because, leadership isn't just about managing people. It's about building trust, solving problems, making good, solid decisions, and helping others succeed. So the final step here isn't really the end of the journey at all, right? It's continuing to learn. So when I look back at my own career, I realized that every role really helped me prepare for the next one. I didn't begin leading teams, right, or managing large projects. I built experience, really one opportunity at a time. So years later, I chose to pursue further education because it was the right step for me professionally. But your next step might be quite different, right? It might be your first certification. It might be learning a new software platform, or maybe taking on a project that stretches your abilities a little bit. So I think the key message here is not to feel like you have to reach step 6 tomorrow. I think you need to focus on taking the next step and taking it well, right? If you're going to do that next step and make that leap, do it well. Be proud of it. Careers are really built one experience, one skill, and really one opportunity at a time. So as you continue learning and building your career, there's another important piece that many people overlook. And I think we can jump to the next slide.